When you think of smart cameras, you don't necessarily think of them as being inexpensive. Well, a company based in Seattle called Wyze wants to change that thought. This is a Wyze Cam V2. This is their flagship camera they came out with a little while ago, and it is a great little inexpensive camera for monitoring your home, home security, or a number of other things that we'll get into in a minute. Very inexpensive. This is about $40 Canadian on the Amazon store. It has a full 1080p HD camera. It's got infrared LEDs, so you have the full night vision mode about 30 feet in front of the camera in pure darkness. It's got two-way audio, so you actually have a microphone and a speaker, so you can actually converse back and forth with whatever the camera is seeing. So your family, your pets, maybe an intruder. So that's really great. It's got a really nice articulating mount, so you can actually position this just about anywhere you need to put it. And it's got magnets in the bottom, but it even comes with a metal plate and a sticker, so you can actually stick it on the wall or someplace that doesn't have metal in it very easily, and it's included. It has micro SD storage on the bottom, so you can actually have continuous local storage. So kind of like a dash cam, it'll be a rolling recording. As the card fills up, it'll start deleting the oldest footage first. But it also has the option to use 14 days worth of cloud storage for your clips. That's completely free, no subscription needed. You will need to set up the app though. The Wyze app does require an account, and you do need to set that up to use it, but there's even a way with firmware to change this behavior of this and make it a truly local only camera. So it's really more of an open source camera than anything. Recently, Wyze also came out with some software that allows you to use this camera as a webcam for all your Zoom and video conferencing calls. And it actually is a really good quality camera for that purpose. You just need to use your own microphone for that. Some of the nice features about the software side of this particular camera, though, you can access the app that it comes with, and it gives you a lot of other features as well for using this particular camera. My favorite has to be the time-lapse feature, so you can actually schedule a time-lapse to start and stop at a specific time, and you can also choose the interval, like how often is it recording something in between. But the other things from a security standpoint you might want to set up is the motion and audio sensors as well. So the motion sensor functionality, you create zones in the field of view of the camera, and anything that moves into that space will trigger the camera to record a clip. So it's not always recording, it's only recording when it triggers an event. But it can actually detect sounds as well. So if it happens to hear a smoke alarm or a CO2 alarm, it'll actually send you a notification on your smartphone, which is a really handy feature. So when you're not home, you'll know that your smoke alarm is going off and you can investigate that. Wyze also makes a line of smart plugs, which you can then also integrate into the app as well. So you can actually have the motion detection trigger a light turning on, that type of thing. So you can actually chain a bunch of these commands together, which is a really nice feature. You also have the ability to group and name your cameras. So if you have more than one, you can actually name them where they are in your house. You can group them and organize them however you'd like, and you can actually have zones that you look at, so you can see multiple cameras at once on the screen in a Brady Bunch style view of those cameras, which is a really nice feature. The other feature that I really like about these particular cameras are the fact that they integrate really well with smart assistants. So if you have a Google Assistant or an Amazon Echo, specifically with a screen, you can actually ask it to display a live feed from the camera, which is great. These can be deployed just about anywhere. They are really meant for indoors, but one of our producers, he's actually had one on his porch. So it's outside, but it's covered and protected. It's been there for about 6 months and it's still working fine. So as long as it's covered and protected, it should be fine. So you can use that to watch for porch pirates, that type of thing. But it's also really handy to even knowing when your courier has delivered something as well. So like I said, these are really inexpensive. This is the Wyze Cam V2. This is about $40 on Amazon, and it even has a bigger brother. This is the Pan Cam, and this is basically the same functionality as this camera, but it actually has a pivoting, rotating mount on the bottom that can actually go 360 degrees around, so you can mount this somewhere, and it will fully rotate, and then 93 degrees vertically as well. It also has a little bit bigger speaker in the back, so you know, a bigger room. The person in that room can hear you better, and you can't beat the price. These are really inexpensive. Like I said, $40 Canadian on Amazon, $60 on Amazon for the Pan version. Pan version also has a tripod mount on the bottom too, which is really handy for mounting it on any kind of tripod type mounts that are out there as well. So check them out.